Well, I'm here at the Emeryville station, just on the east side of San Francisco Bay from San Francisco. It's a few days before I'm going to actually get on the California Zephyr back to Chicago. But I walked over from my hotel just to see how far of a walk it was going to be. So the station is that building right there. And there's a walkway 2 stories up over the tracks. Also has an elevator for anybody who might be interested. Seems like a pretty decent neighborhood. Should be okay to walk around. I've certainly done it several times in the past when I would get off the Zephyr going from Chicago to here. And then I would take this same overpass here and get down to this parking lot here on the west side of the tracks, and then hoof it a few blocks to my hotel. So coming down the stairs from here, there's the Hyatt House hotel there, which is not my hotel on this particular trip, but it's the closest one. If anybody was going to be looking to vacay in the San Francisco Bay Area and take the California Zephyr out, which leaves at 9 in the morning, you'd probably like to be somewhere close by if you don't have a car. So this would certainly be the closest hotel. It couldn't be any closer. Mine is, you can see the building on the left and the shiny building in the middle, and mine is the one that's in between those, so it's like 2 blocks away. Pretty convenient. One that I've stayed at before was about 5 blocks in that direction, but still pretty close. So I just thought I would time the walk and also share a bit of video about it for anybody else who might be in a similar situation. So you can see the train moving through by the Emeryville station there. The key to getting here is this street here that's running in past me. That's called Shell Mound. And it crosses under the interstate, goes right in front. Did I say Shellmont? It's Shell Mound. If I said Shellmont, it's Shell Mound. And it comes down this way, right next to the aforementioned hotel. And then it makes a right turn right at this intersection. So like a quarter of a block from the hotel. And then it's a short block here on Shell Mound to the next street up there at the traffic lights, which is Christie Avenue. And Christie Avenue, then in one short block that away, gets you to Powell Street. I think it's Powell Street, Powell Avenue, Powell Street, something like that. Powell, which is a main east-west street in this area. The problem is, and you can kind of see it right there, and also right there, is Powell becomes an elevated roadway after it crosses Christie up here. So if you're going to hoof it, the obvious thing to do would just be to get on Powell and take it to Shell Mound and come on up, but it doesn't work that way. If you're coming from this whole big cluster of hotels on the east side of the bay, you probably want to come down Christie Avenue here to Shell Mound, hang it over a block, drop another block north, and then you're there at the parking lot that has the walkway over the tracks. So you can see in the distance how Powell Street gets elevated back there, and that's Christie that's crossing right there. And so now I'm on Powell here, just west of Christie, and there's a Denny's right here. I haven't been to Denny's in an age. My hotel's just on the other side of the interstate, and this is I-80 and I-580. Because there's a lot of traffic here, there are signals for walking. Once you get a block or two away from the interstate, then it's just cross whenever you want. But yeah, so there's a lot of hotels over on that side of the interstate as well as on this side. And Powell's a good way to get from one side to the other if you're walking.